this week by talking about the big program, the main event program going on in WWE right now, and that is, of course, for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship between Roman Reigns and AJ Styles. Of course, they had a very good match at Payback, but they're going to have another match. They're going to have a rematch at Extreme Rules in an Extreme Rules match. Monday, we had a six-man tag between AJ Styles, Luke Gallows, Carl Anderson. Used to be called the Bullet Club, but now they're just together against Roman Reigns and his cousins, the Usos. AJ Styles' team won, but after the match, we had some confliction there with AJ Styles where he didn't want to, Anderson and Gallows wanted him to hit Roman Reigns with a chair. He did not. He tried to, remain good and a good guy and honest guy, a just guy, and his pals didn't really like it like that. But it didn't matter because Roman Reigns went in there and cleaned house and eventually powerbombed AJ Styles through a table because Styles hit the Usos with the chair and a whole bunch of stuff happened. But at the end of the day, this storyline remains intriguing. It's one of the best storylines that WWE's done, especially for the main event scene. I mean, we've had quite a few duds in the main event scene, especially when it comes with people involving Roman Reigns and his stories. But another good showing for AJ Styles and company and Roman Reigns as well. All involved. Another good showing for WWE on the creative side and all involved in the ring. We also have another big program in the women's division. At Payback, obviously, we had the what they call the screw job finish between Charlotte and Natalya, where Charles Robinson, a.k.a. Little Nate, as they call him, because he looks like Ric Flair, he screwed over Natalya and handed over the WWE Women's Championship to Charlotte to help her retain the title. They addressed it Monday Night on Raw, and also they announced that because of that match and because of the finish, where we had Charlotte locking in Natalya in a sharpshooter, there's going to be a submission match between those two for the women's title at Extreme Rules. I cannot express how excited I am for that match. That match should be fantastic. Ric Flair will be barred from ringside, which should, even up the odds. Should be no cheating involved. So as much as people complain about that finish, it's always, it's going to lead to something else and probably something greater between the Charlotte and Natalya. I'm very much looking forward to that. And finally, we have another good program, some good angles going on here, but this time with the Intercontinental Championship. I'm usually not saying that. I'm usually ignoring the Intercontinental Championship because it deserves to be ignored. But this time, I can't ignore it. It's a lot of good stuff going on around the IC title. You got, of course, the champion, The Miz. You have his, your former number one contender, Cesaro, Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn. You have a lot of moving parts here, but it all works so well. This past Monday night, you had a match between Kevin Owens and Cesaro to determine the number one contender, but that didn't happen. That didn't come to quite the conclusion that you would want, a clean conclusion. Then you have Sami Zayn coming down and beating up Kevin Owens again, and you have all of these shenanigans happening, all surrounding the Intercontinental Championship. Let's hope WWE keeps this momentum going for the IC title moving forward, and they got a lot of good guys involved in it to help keep that momentum going for the IC Championship. That'll do it for this week. Make sure you follow my work on the Squared Circle blog on Philly.com. As always, you can follow me on Twitter, and I'll see you again next week.